Long time ago, there was a village. A couple lived in that village whose name was Raja and Lakshmi. Raja used to drive bullock carts for livelihood. His wife Lakshmi was very friendly and happily runs the family with what they had. That's how the life was going on. Then one day,
Hey Lakshmi, be careful. I am going to the village to find the rides. Wish me good luck. Okay, see you.
okay, but don't go too far. Come early in the evening if possible, okay?
It's not in my hand, Lakshmi. If I don't get any ride, I have to keep going. Fine, I will try to come early.
His wife wishes him good luck. Raja leaves for the village, works all day, rides on bullock carts. It's slowly getting dark now. While he's on the way, a man comes there.
Will you hire the bull cart for me? What happened? Where to go? There is an abandoned almshouse away from this town. I have to go there. What? It's too dark to go that place. It is 6 miles away from the village. Is it really necessary? Yes, I have to go a little early. Let's come. Please, if you want, I will give you double fare. No, I am going home. But you are saying it is urgent. I will take double fare. Otherwise, I will not go. Okay, I will give you. Now please be fast. I have to come back by morning. Okay then, sit.
That man kept a utensils, shovel, etc. in the bullock cart, which were brought with him. Raja started his journey with him. On the way, Raja got suspicious, but he remained silent, thinking that this is none of his business. He continued his journey without saying a single word. When he reached the M's house, it was already dark.
Sir, we arrived. Get down.
As the man unloads the pot, it falls down and breaks. Some small shells fall out of it. Watching all these activities, Raja was shocked and surprised.
Sir, why did you bring this bunch of shells here this night? I will tell you everything. I need your help tonight. Help? What should I do now? My name is Kamal. I am from adjoining village. My grandfather has seed trade business and he made a lot of money by trading.
He started listening enthusiastically to what Kamal was saying.
Once when he was coming back with a lot of money, it was late at night. He stayed in this almshouse. That same night, the almshouse was attacked by bandits. They killed everyone who came before them and looted everything they found. And what happened to your grandfather? My grandfather, who was seriously injured in that attack, somehow escaped from there and came home, and then bedridden for few days and at last died. But who told you all this? My father said. In that attack, my grandfather had lost all his earned money. After that, my father again started from a small retail business and somehow raised me. But he passed away in poverty. So he told me about all this. Oh, I feel sorry to hear what you are saying. But you didn't tell me why did you come here. Please tell me why you are here. Oh, yes, I am going to tell the same. My father had left nothing except a house for me. But one day, I wanted to sell that house. So while packing the loft, I found there an old notebook of my grandfather. Oh, and what is in that notebook?
Asking that, more enthusiastically Raja heard what Kamal was saying.
On turning the pages of that book, I found a letter written by my grandfather in that notebook.
The letter describes what happened on the day the bandits attacked, which was written by Kamal's grandfather.
I noticed the bandits surrounding me that day and tied up all the money in the bundle and buried in a pit dug for plants next to the almshouse. He wrote and died. We didn't know that for years and we live in poverty.
Kamal told Raja everything that happened.
Look, Raja, if you help me to find that treasure, I will give you 1/3 of it.
Raja happily agrees to help Kamal, but he had some confusions. So he asked him,
But sir, for what purpose did you bring this pot of small shells? If we suddenly go to the village holding the pot, then everyone will be suspicious. If it's every day we go, no one will care. Apart from this, the treasure that we have got can also be brought into it. That's why I kept this pot with me.
Raja really liked Kamal's idea. Later, both took the shovel and went behind the elm's house, saw the branches of the trees and started digging from the opposite direction to find the treasure. But they found nothing.
Where did your grandfather hide this treasure? We are not getting anything. It is getting morning, and if anyone will look us, we will be caught. You are right. Now we should go and let's come again at night.
That night, their efforts went in vain. The pits digged up are filled with soil again. The spades and shovels were hidden in a bush, and Raja drops Kamal at his house and reaches his house back.
Lakshmi? Lakshmi!
Here I am. Where were you lost all night? Raja's wife Lakshmi interrogated. Raja told the whole story to his wife about what happened.
You don't know anything.
Why are you not happy with what we have been given by God? It's not good to hope for somebody else's money. Didn't you think about this even once?
You don't know anything. How many days will I have to go to work to make that money? Don't tell anyone. Before the Kamal, I will go again in the evening and dig some more trees. If we are lucky enough to have the treasure, we can take that hole.
No, that's unfair. We don't want that kind of illegal money. But Raja, without listening to his wife, without telling Kamal, in the evening went to Elm's house and dug some tree trunks. Finding nothing in it, he finally refilled the soil and reached home. That night, acting as if nothing had happened, Raja came with Kamal to the Elm's house and started digging. Both worked like this for 2 weeks.
What, Kamal? Did your grandfather really hide the treasure here? We have been searching since 2 weeks, but there is no trace of treasure anywhere. Don't say that, Raja. Believe me, we have been struggling for so long. One more day, work hard for me.
Raja gave up on his rides. Day and night he used to dig the tree like a madman. He used to do the same thing day and night. In the end, his health deteriorated. The next morning, he got fever. Therefore, he along with his neighbor Chandu sends a message to Kamal that he cannot come for a ride. The next day, Chandu came from Kamal's house.
Raja, do you know Kamal vacated his house in the morning and went to town with his family?
On hearing that word, Raja was shocked.
What? Kamal left the house? I mean, he found the treasure. It means last night when we returned, he had money in the pot instead of glass pieces. That means Kamal cheated me. I trusted him a lot, but he was a cheater.
Thinking in his mind, he forgot that he wanted to deceive Kamal and he started shouting loudly in anger. He wants to know where Kamal has gone. Despite being in such a fever, Raja goes to Kamal's house. While he runs, his wife Lakshmi noticed. Listen, where are you going? Okay, wait, I'll also come. She also starts following Raja, but Kamal's house is locked. Seeing an old man sitting on the porch of the house next door, Raja asked him,
Sir, do you know where Kamal has gone? Oh, he was a madman. His insanity had increased. He was taken to the city for treatment.
Listening to what the old man said, Raja was shocked.
Are you serious? Is Kamal mad? Yes. He dug all over the house by saying his grandfather had hidden the treasure. With his madness, he also quit business. Finally, he found a pot. It contained nothing but small shells in it. His madness has reached peaks, so his wife taken him to the town for treatment.
The old man's words made Raja realize his mistake. He realized that by believing in that maniac, he had fallen into a trap. He too had gone mad living near him. He said that the money he got from the bullock cart ride is a lot. He had become greedy, who paid the price for his life, and realized that money can drive any person insane. Disappointed, he leaves for home, repenting for his mistakes. Lakshmi is watching all this hiding behind the sticks. After Raja left from there, she came to an old man and said, Sorry, you had to lie because of me.
Yes, Kamal got the treasure and he paid off his debts and he left for town. Then why do you want me to say that he is mad?
Lakshmi told grandfather everything that had happened till date. My husband would have gone mad if I had not said so about the treasure. We were very happy with what he was earning and we were living very peacefully. But because of this treasure, he became ill at home. So to protect my husband, you had to lie, Grandpa. I am really sorry for this. But now I am sure he has learned the lesson. Saying this, Lakshmi quickly left for home in another direction. Raja is waiting for his wife near the house.
Lakshmi, forgive me. Whatever you said, Without listening, for money and greed, I ignored you. From now onwards, I have no lust of money. Let's live happily with what we have with us.
It's fine. Hard earned money, though small, is enough for us and brings happiness. But the money earned illegally, how much ever it is, will never let us live in peace. Well then, you still understand me. That is more than enough for me. We will now live very happily. From that day onwards, Raja gave up on his greed and couple lived very happily with the income that came from the bullock cart rides. If you like this story, then like, share and subscribe to our new storybook channel for more stories.